the job done. When it come to crunch time, I'm awesome. 3 seconds on the clock, you can call me. And my hands is where the ball be, nigga, I'm clutch. Clutch, 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 yeah, nigga, I'm clutch. Clutch, 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 yeah, baby, I'm clutch. Clutch, 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 yeah, baby, I'm clutch. Clutch, clutch, yes. Clutch, 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 yeah, baby, I'm clutch.
Yo, what's going on? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Show. I'm your host, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways in all the land, Spivey. And I got my 2 homeboys with me, my fam, my familiar, Big Dar, and Kels, the truth in the building. Was good, y'all?
What's happening?
Chilling. Kels moved up like Georgia Wheezy overnight on us. Look at him, y'all.
Yes, I had to go to a friend to show me some type of nepotism, so I could get it.
That was a good one. So nepotism. What's up? How y'all day been?
Kels, you look like you out in the Alps, man. Like you up in Denver somewhere, man, ready to go skiing or something.
Right. Up in the mountains.
The friend, he got a little classical music going on, a little piano. I'm trying to show another side of me, a soft side of me. You feel me?
Kels sound like you trying to get his mic on later on, bro.
Shit, the way my back going, I don't think a big back the only thing I can get.
Wow. Hey, we got a good show for y'all today, man. We're going to continue to touch on each and every NFL division. Football season is right around the corner. We got done with the AFC. Today we start with the NFC East, which holds the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, and the Washington Commanders. And we also going to touch on Kawhi Leonard, no longer been on the U.S. team due to health concerns. We're going to talk about Kawhi. I got my opinion on Kawhi. Pretty sure y'all do. So, yeah, y'all tap in, tune in, join the conversation, leave your comments. We definitely going to get back to it. But before I go any further, don't forget to like, follow, and share the Facebook page. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Antoine Spivey Show and also on the Signature Series Network. With that being said, fellas, you're ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I think.
We're gonna start with the whole Kawhi Leonard situation. No longer with the USA team due to health concerns. But now I'm also hearing that the Clippers organization themselves is holding them out just to keep them healthy and ready for the upcoming NBA season. What's your thoughts on Kawhi not being with the team no more? Dar.
Good. Good. Kawhi spent the later part of the season injured, didn't play none in the playoffs, but you about to go play for the Olympics? No. And we just gave you that extension? No. I'm
gonna go.
Kawhi Leonard has signed 5 deals. From 2011 through 2027. His first year, his rookie contract was for $8 million. After that, with the Spurs, he signed 5-year, $94 million, 2015 through 2019. After that, he signed 3 years, $103 million, 2019 to 2021. After that, he signed 4-year, $176, and he just got another $152. Man, he robbing the NBA. Only playing like 60-something games, if that, and not playing in the playoffs since Toronto won the championship. Yeah, he playing real crazy right now to me. I'm glad he's not playing in the Olympics. He shouldn't be.
Are you saying you glad for yourself, or are you saying you glad that the Clippers organization?
I'm glad for their organization. They did right. We need you healthy. We're paying you $50-something million for the next 2 seasons. need you healthy. We trying to make it to the playoffs. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they made it to the playoffs, but they trying to do something. They trying to win a championship. Can't win a championship if your main guy is on the bench injured with an ankle injury or whatever the case might be at the end of the season, and then he's completely gone for the entire, not just 1 or 2 games in the playoffs, but the entire playoff run. Nah, that's unacceptable. Clippers did what they were supposed to do.
Dr. Kells, you got that check.
Yeah, I had to go back and get my doctor degree back. You feel what I'm saying?
Where you at with it? How you feel about the Kawhi Leonard no longer being on the team due to the health situations? But now, like I said, like I'm hearing the Clippers just holding him out, don't want him playing in it, keeping him ready for the season. Where you at with it?
Well, I understand why the Clippers are doing it, but they did pay an injured man before. It ain't like they knew he wasn't injured. He came over there injured. When he left Toronto, he was injured. They've been pacifying Kawhi for a long time, so now they want to just say, okay, we got you this extension, so you cannot play. This man is trying to play for his country, which he never done before, so he's going for his legacy.
What up, Blaze?
I understand why, but he always been injured. So what's the difference? He always been injured to me. So you still paying him like Dar was going through all his contracts. They still paying him. So if they really wanted him to keep him healthy, they should be trying to get his minutes down instead of paying him some more minutes in the regular season. It's a good thing for him, but we would surely miss Kawhi, I feel, though, because just from a strictly basketball standpoint, we need another person who can guard these other European teams that are going to have other scorers on it, and Kawhi is one of the best defenders. So, to me, it was great. To me, it's a disappointment that they did that because I was looking for it for Kawhi, LeBron, Tatum, and Durant to play together. That's what I was looking forward to. And it be because these other European teams are coming for our neck, and they're not scared of us like they used to be. They got Giannis, Wemby, Biabe, all kinds of people. So I feel as though they did it from a business standpoint, but it's not guaranteed he's not going to be hurt next year either. So that's where I could come from it.
Let me get a little deeper with y'all with this and ask y'all a serious question. I talked to both of y'all before the show, and I touched on it a little bit, but I can elaborate more on it now. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think Kawhi Leonard his head is really still into basketball like that still? Because it seemed like ever since the injury with Kawhi Leonard against the Golden State Warriors, it seemed like after that injury, yeah, he did come back and win a title with the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, that happened. But like Dar touched on, Kawhi ain't really played a whole season. He ain't really played no more than, on average, let's just say 65 games. He just missed the playoffs this year. I believe he missed on the playoffs last year. The USA Olympic team, he now withdrawn that through health concerns for whether it's him or the team. To me, it just seemed like Kawhi ain't really there like basketball wise. Like, it's all right, if I play, I play. If I don't, I don't. It's all cool. I got my bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be thinking like that, or I hope he's not thinking like that. But am I tripping? Or is it a little bit of truth behind that, Kels?
You might be, you're not tripping, but the thing is this: when you are the face of your team, you get somewhat baby. How do we know that Kawhi didn't really want to play? I mean, was it the organization that told him not to play? Or was it Kawhi coming up to him like, man, I can't go? So if the organization is continuously babying you you all get that, okay, I'm not going to play syndrome. That's how I feel about it. Because as you know, as an athlete, to me, if I'm 80, 85, 90%, I'm a go. You know, that's how athletes should think, I feel as though. But other than that, it could be his mentality now, because when he became a rookie, Kawhi was known to grind out, play hard, and sometimes money can change you afterwards, though. So it's a in between with me. It could be and it can also be maybe they are babysitting him, making him comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Instead of pushing him to play, they're making him more comfortable. But like, okay, I'll just sit out. I'll just wait till the playoff. And then when the playoff comes, he get injured for non-payment. Non-playing. That's how I feel about that. Because most of his injuries now are hamstring injuries, stuff like that, soft tissue injuries. So it can be both ways, but I feel as though they made him too comfortable.
Dar, let me ask you this. Do you think with all these injuries Kawhi been having, and I'm a switch it a little bit with this question, but it still got to do with Kawhi. Do you think that's the reason why Paul George decided to also, besides the Clippers not giving him what they want, he looking at it like y'all pay Kawhi what y'all pay Kawhi, and I feel like I've been more available, more reliable than Kawhi, but y'all couldn't give me the contract I got. And consider the fact, he's always hurt. Not saying Paul George is the most healthiest person in the world either, but he been more reliable lately than Kawhi Leonard. So you think then on top of this alleged injury, could that have been the reason why Paul George decided to also leave Clipperland?
Yeah. Let's face it. There was a what's up, Dave?
Oh, and you know this, man. they stay, man. They stay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, Dar, but Dave, you gave me the name, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways and all the land. Triple threat, babies. Yeah, you know they still here. Yeah. Go ahead, Dar.
But Kawhi, Paul George and Kawhi had a conversation. Mm-hmm. And Kawhi told him to go get his bag.
Okay.
That's what Paul George revealed on the podcast. So he told him to go get his bread. They getting up in age, man. Let's face it, they're in their 30s. They don't have much longer to play. So, max deal here, max deal there, $100 million contract, $100 million contract, couple $100 million contracts. You lucky at this stage of the game. So, yeah, I could see Paul George knew that they wasn't. No, Paul George didn't necessarily leave because they paid Kawhi. He left because they paid Harden.
No, it was.
Harden only had a 2-year deal.
Yeah, he wanted that. He wanted that contract, at least the same type of contract that Kawhi got. Kawhi got what? 3 years.
3 years, 150 something,
something like that.
Million
Paul George wanted that, but with a fourth year. You know what
I'm
saying?
That was they couldn't afford the 4th year.
They couldn't afford it because
what's up? Appreciate you.
What's up, ASAP? But they couldn't pay. They could not pay. They couldn't pay Kawhi. I mean, they couldn't pay Paul George because they paid Harden. They couldn't give him the.
Harden had nothing to do with it. It was Kawhi, and they still.
It was 2 years, $70 million. That ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing. It was Kawhi. They could have gave Paul George. The same contract they gave Kawhi Leonard, maybe a little bit more money. You know what I'm saying? Paul George wanted
a 4th year.
He wanted a 4th year, and the Clippers did not want to give him a 4th year. So he looking like y'all gave Kawhi what y'all gave him. You know what I'm saying? Get that to me, but I'm asking for 1 extra year. You know what I'm saying? So no, it ain't had nothing to do with
they only gave Kawhi 3.
Right, and Paul George wanted 3. He said, "Give me exactly the same."
Yeah, give me the same type of deal you gave Kawhi.
That you gave me Kawhi, and all that talking, go get your bread. all that talk to go get your bread stuff. I mean, it really was about okay. You know what I'm saying? I think that Kawhi don't like playing with other star players.
He probably don't.
I feel as though
that's a good
Kawhi.
take.
If you ever look, from the bringing he came from, he came from the Greg Popovich tree. You know what I'm saying? Where there are no stars. Look what he did when he went to Toronto. The only person you can name over Toronto was
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying? Mo Peterson
Pascal Siakam. Siakam.
Yeah. But Mo Peterson wasn't no superstar. And Kawhi can blend with them type of players. His personality is not a star player, like a superstar player. Kawhi is more like person, you know, Kawhi is not an outgoing. I mean, from what I see, I think Kawhi is not like an outgoing person who go out and kick it every day.
No, but I don't think that has nothing to do with his game, though.
But I mean,
him being like a superstar type player, as you just said.
But like I said, he blend in more. I feel as though he blend in more in a culture that doesn't have too many star players. I feel that because you look at Toronto, you look at San Antonio.
Well, if you think about it like this, Kev, if you think about it like this, you know, and I wanted to touch on this. You know, you brought up the fact that, you know, Kawhi, you know, can, you know, with these soft tissue injuries from not playing or playing lower minutes throughout the season and stuff like that. Well, all you have is Harden now. And so he's going to have, in order for them to win or be competitive, he's going to have to play. And he's going to have to play 30, 35, maybe even 40 minutes. In some instances,
Derrick Jones.
They got Derrick Jones, but what I'm saying is Kawhi is going to have to play. He's going to have to he's going to have to play some quality minutes here. So let's not, you know what I'm saying? Let's not get off the fact that he's still under contract for $50 million. You're going to have to put in some quality minutes in order for us to make it to the playoffs. We can't baby you. We can't have these nights off all throughout the season. Then you come back, the first time you come back, now you got a hamstring, or you got a soft tissue injury, or you got an ankle injury. If you don't want to play no more, if Kawhi now don't want to play no more ball, then go ahead and retire. Part of your contract still guaranteed.
Can I answer that Dave question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Then put it back up here.
He said that why didn't it work with the Spurs? He won 3 rings. Okay.
He won a ring with 3 stars.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's understand this. The only superstar on that team was Tim Duncan. Tony Parker was not a star to me because Tony Parker wasn't getting no type of. I'm talking about ringing out. Back in the day, Tony Parker was not the man who you always went to saying, "Oh, let's go get Tony Parker." It wasn't. Manu Ginobili, who was coming off the bench, had more star power than. The
starting 5 was Manu.
Manu did not start.
Manu didn't start. It was Tony Parker.
Manu came off the bench. It was Parker, Bruce Bowen, Tim Duncan, Boris Diaw, I think. Diaw, and when they win, it was Robert Horry. And Kawhi was starting. It was Kawhi. It was Duncan, Kawhi, Bruce Bowen, and Tony Parker, and somebody else. Ginobili came off the bench. So when I was talking about playing with stars, but their personality match each other. Him, Duncan, Tony Parker, they were soft spoken and they weren't rah type of players. So that's why I mean that he won a ring without them being the superstar of his team. If you're gonna say that, Kawhi was a contributing player to San Antonio. When he left Toronto, he was the man.
So
That's
you really
basically
feel
what
like
it
Tony?
was.
You really feel like Tony Parker wasn't a star?
He was an all-star, but he was not a person that I would think he was a superstar.
No, nobody ever said a superstar. You said Tony Parker
I
wasn't
said
a
he
star.
can't play with stars, all superstars, like superstars, an all-star. You know, they watered down the all-stars. The all-stars are watered down now, I feel. Anybody can make an all-star team now. I'm talking about this generation. Back in the day, it was kind of hard. But this generation, anybody can be an all-star. What I mean by playing, his personality doesn't fit a Paul George type personality, or I don't even know how you're gonna get along with James Harden, to be honest, because they don't. Because
okay, well, who personality do fit with Kawhi Leonard? If that's the case,
nobody don't. That's what I'm saying. Kawhi is. That's why
so he
Kawhi
just ain't supposed to be on nobody's team then.
Kawhi is a player that. Why you think Kawhi never joined LeBron? Think about that. He could have easily joined LeBron.
It's a lot of people that didn't want to join LeBron.
He could have easily joined LeBron.
We go talk about that.
And he's from LA, so that's what I'm saying. He wanted his own team. He got that personality like Giannis. Giannis don't want to join no teams or join no other superstars.
I'm not understanding. I don't know if you are either, Dar. On what the personality got to do with playing with stars. I'm really not trying to understand what do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is some personalities like, okay, I can do this with that person. We could kick it or do whatever. We could go out and
I'm talking about strictly on the court. I'm talking about strictly on the court.
On the court, if you look at how he played with Kawhi and Paul George on the court, sometimes it looked like they was too tight or not enough spacing. That's what I'm saying. Kawhi need the ball in his hand to be effective. Paul George need the ball in his hand. I'll guarantee you this. And just by basketball forward only, I guarantee Kawhi have a better year than he had with Paul George, with James Harden. The one thing James Harden gonna do is he gonna give up the ball. I don't care if he got lucky. He won the game. He did it by himself. So
I get it.
Watch his game be a little bit better now that one of Paul George, one of the people who need the ball in his hand more, is gone.
You know what? Before you go, Doug,
I disagree with that.
Go ahead.
I disagree with that because I feel like James Harden need the ball in his hand more than Paul George. Paul George,
not the score.
Harden and Westbrook have always been ball hogs to me. So I don't really get
Harden averaged 9 assists last year.
Average 9 is okay. You can average 9 assists, but how many shots is he getting up a game? How many shots is he getting up a game?
Last year he only took about 12 or 13.
What?
If I'm not mistaken.
He what?
I think he only took about majority of 19 shots a game.
That's on average. I'm looking at 90.
With 10 or 11 assists, that is basically he only averaged like 17, 18 points last year with 11 assists. That is good.
I watched Harden in Philly. Terrible. He needed the ball in his hand. He had to go. He had to do his dribble drive, step back, 3-point shot. I mean, I kept Paul George over Harden. I'm not a fan of Harden. I'm sorry. He needs the ball in his hand way more than Paul George do to me. That's just my opinion.
Even in Philly, he averaged. He was in the top 10 in assists in Philly.
I don't care about Philly.
Even in Houston, even in his heyday when he was averaging 30-some points a game, he was still averaging over 10 assists a game.
I don't think he questioned the assists.
I'm not questioning
I think what he wanted
he has to bring the ball up court. The offense has to run through Harden. Everything Harden.
He's the point guard of the team. He's supposed to bring up the ball. He's supposed to have the ball in his hand.
He said running the offense through. He said running the offense through Harden.
If you notice, they don't run the offense through. If you look at it, Ty Lue don't run the offense through Harden, he run the offense through when George is there or Kawhi. The offense goes to George and Kawhi. Most of James Harden's come back from either stepping back or creating his own shot. They don't never run a play for James Harden. If you really look at Clippers game, most of the plays are run through George or Kawhi when Kawhi is in the game. That's mostly what happens.
No, they don't hire George.
Okay, so now you're gonna see that most of the time when the ball comes, why you really think they say, okay, Kawhi, come back? It might be some of that reason because he gonna have more offensive load.
Don't you think when you got multiple superstars, all-stars on your team that your production is going to drop a little bit from each body, just like I expect Embiid, Maxey shot attempts to drop, you know what I'm saying, because of the addition of Paul George. I expect for all that shit to be like balanced. I don't expect for Embiid to have to take 45 shots a game now like he was taking last year. I don't see Tyrese Maxey doing or taking the amount of shots that he took last year because you got another guy in Paul George that could take a shot. So with that being said, you said now we're going to see a different Kawhi Leonard without Paul George, but ain't that what you should expect? If Paul George is gone, who's going to take up the slack on that end for Paul George? It will have to be Kawhi Leonard. Just like James Harden, I believe his shot attempts and his offensive usage far as scoring wise is going to go up more. Hell, who they just bring? You just might see a Kevin Porter Jr. You know what I'm saying? Who they picked up?
Jr. probably gonna be the backup point guard.
But what I'm saying is he's going to get it. I believe he's going to get his shots up as well. You know what I'm saying? To lead that bench unit. So yeah, I expect for Kawhi Leonard to get more shots off, probably average more points than what he did last year because he's going to have to, because of them losing the Clippers. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, when you get a big three or a big two, but down in Philadelphia, I don't feel as though Embiid gonna be affected more than Maxey is. I think Maxey gonna be more. His shot selection gonna have to be more good than it was this year, taking them outrageous shots. I think this year it's gonna be more. Embiid might be more down low this year, for the fact that they might have to space the ball to give Maxey, but I feel as though Embiid still gonna get his number of his attempts because the offense gonna run through Embiid. I feel that Nick Nurse gonna run the offense through Embiid because when Embiid have his ball in his hand, Embiid is a willing passer too from out of the post. Will open up shots for Maxey and George. That's why I'm not saying Embiid gonna take 40. I think Embiid still gonna have like 22 attempts. I feel he's still gonna have 22 shot attempts. If you figure it's 89, if you figure it's 89 shots, if you figure it's 89 shots in the game or night, whatever, depends on the possessions you have. 89 possessions in the game, and Embiid is at least taking 22 of them, and maybe going to the free throw line a little bit more. Embiid is the man down there, so he's not going down to no 14, 13 shots.
I never said that.
No, I'm just saying.
But what if let's play devil's advocate here. What if he did go down to 14, 15, 16, 17 shots maybe, and what if they don't lose because he's more efficient? He's going 15 for 17 with 25, 30 points and 10 rebounds. You understand me? And 5, 6, maybe 8 assists.
Shit,
those still good numbers. That's efficiency, right?
So that's 18. So you saying he averaging 18 points a game?
What'd you say?
So you saying it be averaging about 18 points a game?
No, I didn't say 18 points. I said
he averaged 30.
I said if he gets 17 shots.
17 shots.
Let's say if he gets instead of 22. So
shots,
you said 4 less.
Oh, I ain't mad at the 22. Embiid could take the
22 is good.
Yeah, that's
I'm saying though, because now you got Paul George over there. You got Maxey who need his. But what if Embiid become a little bit more efficient with the 17, with the 5 less shots, and he 16 for 17, and then
God
put up
damn.
30, and then put up 32 points. You see what I'm saying? He
If
went
he
to the
goes
free throw
16 for
line.
17,
He pretty much on a 40-point night.
if he
He's
goes,
just a little bit more efficient.
that means if he's 16 for 17, all he's doing is posting up and getting dunks and layups.
Exactly.
Okay, that's not a big game.
That's what he's supposed to be down there for. He the big man.
But that's not a big
That's
game.
what he down there for.
But that's not a big game.
We'll see.
You always say that they ain't their game. Then why are you a big man?
What do you watch? Do you watch Philadelphia game?
God.
Do you watch Philadelphia game?
Yeah. Why you pulling him out to take 3-pointers, man? Put his ass in the paint.
Hey, don't Embiid take.
Put his big ass in the paint.
Embiid take three.
Hey, look, Embiid do. I think Embiid do. I think Embiid do.
He take 3 a night.
Oh no, hey, Dart, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, that's the way the NBA have changed. The big man
That's his game.
Floor, and Embiid can step. Embiid gonna take about 3
or
threes
4.
a game.
Yeah, that's
gonna take about 3 threes a game. But I do think with the addition of Paul George that I think you might see Embiid down low a lot more. But with that being said,
the Clippers
Kawhi Leonard,
Kawhi sit your ass down.
Yeah, Kawhi. I don't know. I just don't want to feel like Kawhi just like, don't want to really play the game like that no more, because it's just like injury after injury, and they be coming out the blue, man. Like, you ain't played and God knows how long, so how you just got the injuries out.
They gonna go to the Olympics.
Hey, it be in warm-ups. Kawhi gets made tonight due to a stress fracture in his middle finger. You be like, well, how the fuck?
It is what it is, man. Moving on. Football. I know basketball headline still going on, but the NFL football season is about to start real soon. We already in July. So again, we're gonna continue to break down these divisions leading up to the season opener, September 5th, a Thursday night game, I believe. With that being said, we got done with the AFC. We're moving on to the NFC. We started with the NFC East and the Washington Commanders. Kells, they took Jaden McDaniels with the
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, they took him with their first pick in the draft. You still got Terry McLaurin. You still got Brian Robinson Jr. You add a veteran there, Austin Eckler, which, we'll see how that pan out. You know what I'm saying? What is your expectations for the Commanders this season? And what type of season do you see Jaden having?
Well, they was 4-13 last year, so I would put on another 2 wins. I feel they can win another 2 wins. I think Jaden Daniels is worth 2 wins, just alone. What they need Dan Quinn is the coach, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for their defense to be a lot better than it was last year. So I feel as though that's where it's gonna come from. You got a rookie quarterback. In the beginning, most likely he gonna go with his instincts, meaning he gonna mostly take off more than look down. So McLaren and them, the wide receivers, Dotson, McLaren, and them gonna have a hard time in the beginning, but once he settled in, I feel why I keep calling him Daniels? I think Daniels might be the best quarterback in the draft. I feel as though he's better than Caleb Williams. In fact, he's more athletic, and he also can throw the ball more back. I think Daniel showed a lot in his last college year, in LSU, winning the Heisman Trophy and all that. But the running back situation, I feel as though they're gonna give it to Brian Robinson Jr. He's gonna be the third. He's gonna be the first, second down back, and I feel Austin Eckler gonna be that third down back, which will help Daniels come out and throw the ball more to the back. So I feel that's how I look at the Commanders. The Commanders gonna have 2 more wins. They're gonna be a tough team because Dan Quinn gonna bring that culture of being tough. And I think the defense. I think the defense gonna be more, because that's his bread and butter is the defense. So I'm looking more into the deep. Is Kellen Moore the offensive coordinator at Washington?
No.
Okay. I got it. Oh, never mind. I know it's Cliff Kingsbury. My bad.
Kellen Moore with Philadelphia.
So yeah. So So, Cliff Kingsbury gonna bring a run and shoot type of offense.
Kind of like it what he had in Arizona.
Yeah. So, and he know how to, and he's a former college coach. So you're gonna see more RPOs in Washington this year, which like I said, Daniel's gonna be rushing the ball a little bit more in the beginning of the year until he gets a better rapport with his wide receivers.
Dar, do you agree with Kels as far as McDaniels get Washington
McDaniels or Daniels?
Jaden giving them 2 extra wins and possibly being the best quarterback in this year's draft?
If Washington don't get him killed. Let's face it. He's a solid quarterback. I can't deny it. Watch the boy at LSU. He's solid as they come. And I agree. He's better than Caleb Williams. But we got to keep in mind, Washington traded away 2 key pieces last year on their defense. Edge rusher,
Young and Sweat.
Yeah. You traded away Chase Young and Martez Sweat. I don't know how you replace that type of production with Washington. I'm not too, Cliff Kingsbury. I'm not sold on him or his offense. What he was able to do in Arizona, trash to me, because he never really developed my man out there.
Kyle Murray?
Yeah.
Kyle Murray went to a Pro Bowl.
And that's it.
Shit, that's all. I mean,
and that's it.
What a quarterback supposed to do?
He went to a Pro Bowl. He went to a Pro Bowl, and the last couple of seasons he been gone at least 6 games with injuries.
Okay, that happens. That's happened in the sports world,
bro. I'm not sold.
Right, what's your favorite quarterback?
I'm not sold on Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay,
but anywho, so I don't have a lot of faith in their offense off the bat. Let's say that with Dan Quinn being the coach, it's gonna take Washington some time to get in their groove. You'll probably see them start making treadway after the Browns beat them. You know what I'm saying? They might be over until after the Browns win them, but until after the Browns beat them. But and then they might start, picking up a game here, picking up a game there. So I'll put Washington at about. You say how many they won last year? 4?
4.
I give them 5 or 6.
I agree with everything Kel said, and that. I sat here for a minute and said, "Man, do I really want this to come out my mouth right now? Do I really want this to come out my mouth right now? But everybody needs some confidence in their life, Kels, and there you go, man. I gave you some nepotism confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so right, y'all sold on this nepotism thing, so watch it.
Hey, look at your new crib. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your new crib.
Right.
Hey, I told you I went to my friend like, man, look, bro, how you go,
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Living good.
It pay to know somebody, don't it?
Right.
Hey, but I still got to give it up tomorrow. So that's
wow. But yeah, I agree with everything Kel said, man. Everything that he said, I really do agree with, except for, so let me not say everything. Woo, you said he might be the best quarterback in this year's draft. So we talking better than who? I mean, what quarterback we had?
Better than Drake May, Kellen Williams, J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix,
Michael Penix Jr. as well. Well, we gonna be waiting to see about him unless Kirk Cousins bar any.
Bo Nix gonna start. I feel out in Denver.
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy gonna start out in Minnesota.
I don't know.
They got Sam Darnold, don't they?
Yep.
He gonna start like a.
I don't know. Right now, from what I'm hearing,
right now they probably got. Right now they got him as quarterback 1A, but I feel it. I think that after the training camps, the preseason games, I think they're gonna go with JJ McCarthy. I mean, that's just my prediction. Okay. And I think Bo Nix gonna win it out there with Zach Ertz. I mean, with Zach Williams out there.
All right, let's break it down. The Washington Commanders could be fired this season if a few things go their way. Again, Kale's hit it on the head. I think they will start off slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to still really get that feel for each other. But like you said, Kale, I do think as the season progresses, the season go on, they're going to get tougher. You know, Dan Quinn, as you said, a tough-minded coach. And I believe a lot of games that people think the Commanders should have lost, they're going to win. Yeah, which I think might help them out to get to that 6, maybe 7 wins. So, I think they're going to be I ain't going to say a really good team, but they're going to be a team that I see what they're building for the future. Yeah.
It's going to be a competitive team. I mean,
if you look at that,
they're just going to lose to the Browns. That's all I care about.
If you look at their defense is very solid. I know they got rid of Chase and Sweat at the defensive end, but they still got Jonathan.
Jacoby Brissett
up in New England, ain't he?
Jacoby Brissett is in New England now.
Yeah.
And Sam Howell, is he still in Washington?
He is Seattle.
Sam Howell of Seattle, right?
Yeah, they traded.
Yeah, he is Seattle.
Quarterback.
They don't have.
Oh yeah, so they got the rookie quarterback. Yeah, McDaniel.
Yeah, McDaniel start. He's starting for them.
So I was just looking at they Jonathan. They got Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne as their defensive tackle, which they can rush them up the middle. Which a new scheme that Dan Quinn go help them. I guess they got Sam Hall in the trade with Bobby Wagner. Because Bobby Wagner is the middle linebacker. You know, wherever Bobby Wagner go, he's a tackle machine. So in the Dan Quinn system, you're going to have to look at what they're going to need to find is a Marcus Parson in their system. I mean, in Washington. Meaning that Marcus Parson the role that Marcus Parson played in Dallas, they got to find that role in Washington. But other than that, they should be okay. On defensive wise,
fine for them,
but it gonna be like I said, they gonna start off slow, but
no, that's what we not doing.
Baby was okay.
That's what we not doing.
Washington fan.
He was doing good until he said that.
Right?
Oh, right. Cool.
He must be a Washington fan.
He's a Washington fan. It's all right.
I don't care. I don't care what fan he is. Not saying that. Not saying that. But yeah, Washington. I see 6, maybe 7 wins, and I see them performing to a point to where we'll be looking forward to some things in the future with the Washington Commanders, especially with McDaniels. I think he's going to get better, with the right coaching. And I think he may happen in.
I think they find a way to pull out a couple upsets.
Did you just agree with Kels? Yes, I did.
Yeah,
yes,
Blaze.
I did.
Right, Blaze. Right.
I just had to pull over just to reply to this. Yeah, look, Kels, you breaking news somehow, man. Like something happened. And look, do you see us not denying the credit that you just gave for us?
I'm not wired like that.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. The next team in that division is the New York Giants. They decided to let Saquon walk. They paid Daniel Jones. They go out this year and draft Malik Neighbors, a explosive receiver from LSU.
That was good.
What are your expectations from the Giants? And give me your prediction for their final record. Dar, you start us off on this one.
Man, listen. First of all, Saquon, you gotta see Saquon twice in the same division. Y'all let him go to the Eagles. Man, the whole Giants organization, as an organization, really need to be out in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Dumpster fire, man. Dumpster fire. Daniel Jones, 160 million, 80 something guaranteed. Dumpster fire. I don't expect the Giants to do nothing this year, man.
What you say the word is? Dumpster fire?
Dumpster fire. I expect the Giants to be. I expect the Giants. Daniel Jones got to prove himself, so I'm gonna say he tried to have a bounce back year. I just don't know if they got enough weapons. And that's gonna be the most crucial part. You know, with Washington building up, you know, getting a more defensive minded coach. Brian Dable is a offensive minded coach. They had a lot of stuff that could have went their way last year that didn't go their way. I do think they paid Daniel Jones too early at 160, you know what I'm saying, 160 million, 80 something guaranteed. I didn't feel like he had proved himself, and then they let Saquon walk. That's a recipe for disaster. So unless they got quality running back that could pick up that, you know, that type of production, unless they, you know, could put together a hellified defense, I don't know who Daniel Jones gonna throw to. He got to keep stepping up and leading the squad, but I don't think they get it done this year. I get them 5 wins.
Where you at, Kills?
Well, they were 6-11 last year, and that was without Daniel Jones playing any significant time. Of course, you had Saquon Barkley, but also the strength of their team is their defense. Their defense with Kavod Thibodeau and the boys is going to be better this year because they in that system again. They picked up Devin Singletary from he played with Jacksonville last year. Not Jacksonville. He played with Houston last year, which he had a pretty good year. So that can he's a good running back out the backfield too to compensate what Saquon did. But it was with the Giants, it was written on the wall last year when they didn't pay Saquon Barkley. He wasn't there no more. Once they played Daniel Jones, I was like, Saquon is gone.
Yeah.
They gave Daniel Jones some nice wide receivers. You know, Malik Neighbors is nice from LSU. They also gave what's that boy who always go deep? I forget his name. Not with me right now, but he had a decent rookie year last year too. So I feel as though they won 6. They might still be in the little 6 to 7 win range. It depends on their defense. I feel like they defense because they will get some out. They will always get some out his quarterback. Josh Allen. They gonna go back to what made them what Daniel Jones.
I know you ain't trying to.
No. What I'm about to say is this. You're going to see Daniel Jones running more now that Saquon Barkley is not in. More RPOs, more dink and dunking, more until he gets his rapport with the young – because they got a young wide receiver core now. They got Neighbors. They got I can't get that boy's name. He came the last year, first year rookie. But I feel as though they going to do all right. Their division is up. Their division is cool because they're gonna be fighting each other. So it's all about their defense. If their defense do good, the Giants can stay in the game because they both go back to what made the Giants a playoff team like 2 years ago. The RPO and Daniel Jones dinking and dunking, not trying to go deep.
If they trying to build around Daniel Jones like they say they are doing, especially get rid of Saquon Barkley, then they draft Neighbors. I'm with you, Kills. I can't remember the other kid name. It's on my brain, but I can't spit it out. They paid Daniel Jones the cash. This is tough. The Giants. They better get at least. Woo! No,
Don't
let me
do
not
it.
say. Let me not say.
I got a feeling you about to do it.
Huh?
I got a feeling you about to say it. Go ahead and say it.
Daniel Jones stay healthy. They got to get a. They got to give me 10.
10.
They got to give me 10.
Mm.
They got to give me 10 for the money you paid Daniel Jones, and you basically let Saquon Barkley walk.
Oh, there you go. I got it.
And then you add what you're adding. Now, to me, the key is also going to be the offensive line that they can continue to hold up. They was on and off last year, more or less off last year.
Yeah.
That's what really got Daniel Jones hurt. The miss the rest of the season, and like you said, Kills, they won 5 or 6 games without him. So yeah, they got to get at least 10 with a healthy Daniel Jones. I could see the Giants getting 10. I could definitely see that. Well, they better get at least 10 for how they plan this whole thing around Daniel Jones, or it's gonna be some big decisions. It's gonna be some big decisions made in big giant land. Shall I say?
It's only 2 teams that's competing for that division.
I mean, I think in the NFC East, when they play each other, they play each other hard.
Hard, they do.
I mean, hard.
They do.
But they play each other.
Why you think you haven't had a repeat division winner in that division in a long time? They definitely go compete.
They definitely play each other hard. But what I'm saying is, there's only 2 people. There's only 2 people that's really gonna compete for the division. Right. That's strong enough to compete for the division. There's only 2 teams.
Well, didn't the Giants make the playoffs 2 years ago? It was Philly, Dallas, and the Giants. Didn't all 3 of them make the playoffs 3 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they was battling for the last. They were at the end of the year. They was battling for the division title.
It's definitely possible. The next team is the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me just.
They have a contract situations with Dak, with CD. They bring back an old Ezekiel Elliott. They lose to Tony Pollard. Mike McCarthy basically on a hot seat. You got inside.
Jerry Jones should be on a hot seat.
Very true. You got a lot of inside in the house beef with Michael Parsons and another teammate who have a problem with him doing a podcast instead of focusing on the football point. All that's going on in Dallas. Kills, what's your expectation of the Cowboys this season?
The Cowboys was 12-5 last year.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Pollard. They lost a lot of people from their team. But I feel as though as long as they got Dak and CD, I feel as though they're going to win that division. Because once again, Dallas, what makes Dallas great is their defense. They still got Micah Parsons. They still got the cornerback. They still got that defense. So that defense going to make them good. And also, Mike McCarthy being the offensive coordinator is taking away some of the reins from Dak Prescott, trying to make them more efficient by not throwing as many interceptions. And I feel as though the running game will go back to what they want. That's why they let Tony Pollard go with Rico Dowdle and Ezekiel Elliott now. I think Ezekiel will start. Zeke will start, I feel, on first and second down. I know first and second down, and Dowdle go take that little third down back for Tony Pollard. What I seen from Rico Dowdle, I think Dowdle is better off as playing that.
So what you saying? So what you saying? Dak is about to put up.
But he threw for 4,000 yards last year.
No, what I'm saying is, with him saying that, do you, Dar, you think Dak Prescott pass attempts is going to exceed way to what he did last year? If he said they starting Ezekiel Elliott at the running back position, so that means Dak Prescott stats, passing wise, pass attempts is going to shoot. Is that what you said, Kels?
I'm saying all the third and ones they were missing last year go be first downs, running the ball instead of trying to pass for it. That's what I'm saying. Because the one thing Zeke can do is move a pile. He did it in New England. When Stevenson was hurt, as you seen, he was running the ball well. I'm not saying Zeke is the next coming whatever, but he gonna balance all out the Dallas Cowboys offense. Dak and CD gonna still get what they get because now, I mean, they don't got no other wide receiver but Brandon Cooks.
You agree with what he's saying, Dor?
You see my face?
I see it.
So what you don't agree about?
Number one, Ezekiel Elliott might be your third down back, but he ain't really pushing on power all like that. I got the other guy. Being the first and second down back.
Rico Dotto?
That's a better choice than Zeke.
No, because he can't even push Tony Pollard.
Who?
Rico Dotto. They was the worst team in the NFL.
I feel like they got rid of Tony Pollard for a reason. I mean, I don't know how really good this kid Rico Dotto is, but I think they let Tony Pollard go for a reason, and to bring Zeke in, I just think they bring him in more or less.
Zeke could be line situation. Zeke could be your third down back. Zeke could be your third and short back, or your second and short back. The other guy be your first and second down back. As far as Dak, he already in the walking boot for precaution.
He explained that.
He gonna have a weird season if he already out there getting hurt. I do expect Dallas to compete for the division along with Philly. I just don't think Washington or the Giants will have enough. The Giants might surprise us, but I really think the division is gonna run through Philly or Dallas. Yeah, Dak might put up 4,000 again, but
what's good?
CD Lamb want to get paid, so they got too many distractions. I don't know. I think Philly they got too many distractions. I think Philly take the division again.
But I think Philly didn't win the division last year.
I ain't say they won it last year. I said they take the division again.
Oh, my bad. I thought
they took the division the year before and went to the Super Bowl.
I thought again means this year. Oh, my bad. Wrong definition. My bad. I thought that again means this year. my bad. I gotta check that definition again. Okay. No. What I'm about to say? Rico Dotto is a nice back, but I feel as though they went out and got Zeke for a reason. And from the the reason.
Really, man.
That's like us bringing back Kareem.
I mean, they let him go.
That's like us bringing back Kareem Hunt.
They let him go. You don't bring back nobody unless you want them. They really didn't want to bring.
Stop it, man. You know
they really didn't want Zeke to go.
Stop it, man.
But anyway, to explain why Dak, what he said it on an interview, the way he explained it, why his boot was in a walking boot. He was going out on vacation, on a fishing, whatever. He put on a boot because the surgery had like 4 years ago. It'd be aching him sometimes, so he just take a precautionary reason. His ankle is tight. I'm not even a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Look, now Kel want to be Mr.
Y'all call me doctor,
white reporter. Any other time, he be like, "No, man, something got to really be wrong with it. If you wear a walking boot while on vacation, I mean, what could really serious happen? Now you want to be the? I got you, Kels. I see what you want.
Yeah, he's sideline reporting, highlining, and everything.
I see the slickness that Kels on. You get a little piano behind you, a little cream colored out couch.
Hey, I told you that the nepotism is coming to me, man. I feel the warmness of it now.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness.
Hey, man. Brian let you get the house, huh?
Hey, Brownie was like, man, you can use the this is not the real house. You know, the other house is out back somewhere. This the guest house. I'm in the guest house, you know, because I was a guest. I'm not in the house with the theaters and all that, you know, the basketball court. I'm on the other side, you know.
You in the guest house.
I'm in the guest house, you know. Me and Brownie talked about it.
Happy hump day. Appreciate you.
You know,
Kels, you a fool, man. He's bad and bougie.
Yeah, he is, Dave.
But then next week I'll be back in the ghetto.
They got you a one-way plane ticket back to Cleveland, man.
They said after this, you out, my brother. Don't get too comfortable.
Dang.
Matter of fact, don't touch nothing either.
And you see, I ain't touched that. You see, the piano is still the same way. The pillows are still the same. You know, I'm at the kitchen table. You know what I'm saying? I'm wiping off stuff already.
He can't even turn on the fireplace, man.
He can't do nothing.
They said don't even go in the refrigerator.
Dang.
Just bring your own water. Damn your bottle. Bring your own water.
You're a fool, man. The last squad, the Philadelphia Eagles, coming off somewhat of a disappointing season after reaching the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They got a new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, new defensive coordinator, I forget his name, Jalen Hurts. They bring in Saquon Barkley. They still got A.J. Brown. Dallas Goedert will be bad. Devontae Smith. They're backloaded. They upgrade on the defense, draft a cornerback. They lose Kelsey. But what is your expectation for the Philadelphia Eagles this season, Dar?
Philly 12-4. I'm sorry, 12-5. Philly 12-5. And they win the division. They outlast Dallas for the division. I mean, they locked and loaded, man. It's you know, Philly been the team to beat in that division for like the last 3 or 4 years. They ran into a buzzsaw last year, but you know, this year them bouncing back. You know, I think Nick Sirianni, he's still their coach, right? Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
I think he finally figured out where he went wrong last season, and it would be bigger in Miami, wouldn't it, Blaze?
With the guest house, I'm at the guest house. I'm not at the house. So I should have went down to Miami.
So should have.
I thought he was
good.
Hey,
go ahead, Dar, man. Go ahead, Dar. My bad, man.
That house, didn't he?
But Nick Sirianni, he know what he did wrong. I think he made the organization as a whole made conscious move to get Saquon Barkley. They knew they up their running game or add to their running game. Saquon Barkley is a versatile running back. Catch the ball out the backfield. He can screen plays. He can run downhill. He can run east and west. So they got a premier running back for nothing. They stole him from the Giants. As far as they wide receivers, they weapons, Jalen Hurts is gonna have somebody to throw to. So the biggest thing is that offensive schemes, coordination, and their defensive schemes and coordination. As long as that hold up, I'm looking for Philly to win the NFC East with either a 12-5 or 13-4 record.
Kels,
They're not beating the Browns though.
Kels, how much pressure is on Jalen Hurts this season?
Y'all heard me, right? The Eagles not beating the Browns.
There's a lot of pressure.
I heard you.
There was a lot of pressure. Jalen Hurts threw 15 interceptions last year. That's way too many for him. He only threw 25 touchdown passes. 14 of them went to 7 went to A.J. Brown, 7 went to Smith, 11 went to various other wide receiver weapons. They need a third wide receiver, which they brought in Paris Campbell from Old State, which has been injured most of his career. So we'll see how that goes. They replaced Saquon with DeAndre Swift, which Swift ran over 1,000 yards last year. So it wasn't like Swift was not productive. Towards the end, it seemed like he got tired or something was happening. But other than that, they defense got to get.
Dolphins got to come to Cleveland.
They defense.
Yeah, okay.
They defense got to get totally better. That's why they brought in Vic Fangio from the Broncos and
yeah, that's what they defensive coordinator is.
The Vikings and all that. They passing. You can pass on the Eagles. They gave up 35 touchdown passes. that led the NFL. That's a lot of damn. That's
a lot.
That's a lot. So we were watching. I was watching a couple of games. I'm like, damn.
But I think that also was a combination of I think their whole team last year was in somewhat the race. They started the season 10-1.
Oh, they started off fire.
And then from there it went downhill. They fired the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, brought in some new ones. It was just bad. It was just bad in Philly.
What I feel is though, it was what they call the Super Bowl hangover. You know,
they did what the Pittsburgh Steelers did a couple of years ago.
I mean, yeah, but first day was hype, and then when they started going down on that losing streak, they went from there.
Once we beat them, it was over with.
Who?
I'm talking about Pittsburgh. They did the same thing Pittsburgh did. Pittsburgh was 10-1 or 11-0, and then they faced us, and then it was a wrap after that. They went downhill. So,
but also they offensive line got to get a little bit because they missing Jason Kelsey, but they still got Lane Johnson on the offensive line. So
I think their online will be cool. I think they got all the confidence.
Kelsey come back out of retirement?
No.
But they start center now. Kelsey pretty much, you know what I'm saying, vouch for. He been on the team for a couple of years.
They can't do the tush push.
I think it might affect the little tush push play a little bit, but
yeah.
I think that's where you're going to see Saquon Barkley get more goal line touchdowns more than what DeAndre Swift did last year.
I know you was mad.
Man, I was mad as hell, man. Mad as hell. But it's all good. Philly, I see Philly having a bounce back season this year. I do agree with both of y'all that Philly is going to win that division. You said they're going 12-5. You said 12-5, Dar?
Yeah, I got a 12-5, 13-4.
I feel as though they still gonna be at where they need to be at 11-6.
11-6.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more or less 12. I'm thinking more or less 12-5 too. 12.
Dallas gonna be right. Dallas gonna be right there at 10-7, 11-6, or even possibly a 12-5. I don't see Dallas losing anything below 10 games. Yeah, Blaze, come on up here for the winner.
The question is 12 wins gonna be enough for a team to win that division? We'll find out. NFL season, y'all. Yeah. Again, right around the corner. That was the NFC East, as many call the NFC least. Will there be a repeat champion with the Cowboys win that division again? Will the Eagles take back the division after winning it 2 years ago? Will it be a surprise team in the Giants? Commanders, maybe. We don't know. But my guess and my pick would be the Philadelphia Eagles regaining that division with a 12-5, give or take 13-4 record. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in today on the Signature Series Network. Also on YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget to follow, like, and share on the Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Antoine Spivey Show and also the Signature Series Network. You can catch Dar, your social media.
Oh, Mr. Linton to you on IG and Darcy is Linton on Facebook.
Yes, sir. And Kels. Dr. Kels, huh?
Come back to me. I'm looking for it.
He'll be all right, man. Again, man, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Subscribe. We appreciate the support, man. We're going to catch y'all again next week where we go hit the NFC North, which is the Bears, the Vikings, the Lions, and the Buccaneers, I believe. Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Buccaneers in the South, ain't they?
Is that the South?
Yeah, that's the NFC South.
The South.
The NFC North is Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, and Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Man, appreciate it, Casper.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Big Dave, as usual.
Yeah, Kel's looking for his flight times right now.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Great show.
Oh, you can catch me at Brian Kelly 2835 on Instagram. And
yes, sir, Blaze.
Brian
Appreciate you as
Kelly
well.
at Facebook. See,
There you go, Kels. Man, about time. Again, man, we're going to catch y'all Monday for another episode of the Antoine Spivey Show alongside with Dark Kels, man. Y'all have a safe weekend. Y'all be safe out here, man. Number positivity, man. Keep the negativity out of life. Absolutely. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.